are welcome to the Mind Builder Digital Academy. This video is a continuation of our training on graphics design using your mobile phone. If you have not watched the previous lesson, I will drop the link to the previous videos on this description, in the description to this video. Kindly go and watch the previous video. It will help you a lot to understand better what I'm trying to teach here. Of course, with this you can be able to do something for yourself, but after watching this video I would like you to go back to watch the previous videos. Okay, so today I'll be teaching you how to create a 3D logo design, just like the one you can see on the screen. A very simple 3D logo design for your content, for your business, and so on and so forth. Now remember, the app we are going to be using is the Logopit app. The Logopit app. Okay, once you launch it, if you have not downloaded the Logopit Plus app, go to Play Store and download on your phone. Okay, now here we have, hi, would you like to load the last design you made? No. If you want to load the last design you made, you have something to edit or to correct, you can tap on yes. But since we want to create a new design, we want to start from scratch, so I'll just click on create new. So now it brings me to the type of design I want to make. The first one, we have logo, custom size. Custom size is that you are going to, okay, put the dimension of the size of the design you want to make yourself, but others are already put there for you. You have Facebook cover, Twitter cover, YouTube thumbnail, and so on and so forth. But I have explained all these ones in the previous brief video. If you have not watched it, you can go back and watch for yourself. So I want to teach you how to make a simple 3D logo for yourself. So I will click on the logo, and the interface for the logo design has come. Now if you want to make a logo, okay, we are going to start by going to this plus button at this side. So when you tap the plus button, you have options available to you. The first one, you have hard logo, hard text, hard picture, hard sticker, draw, and so on and so forth. Okay, now what we are going to do is that we are going to tap the hard logo. Now these are ready-made logo for you in this app. The first one we have here is the free. We are on the free logos. Now if you are using the premium version of this Logopit Plus app, you will have access to all the logos available, okay, for you. We have thousands of logos here. We have, these are under free logos. Okay, these are under free logos. Now if you look at under the free, you have gifts. These are other logos categorized as gift, okay, for you. And then we have exclusive. You can only have access to this exclusive if you are using a premium version of Logopit Plus. So if you are not using a premium version, you have to pay, you have to buy the premium version. Then we have another set of logos, premium. Okay, these are the premium logos. You will not have access to this if you are not using the premium version. Then these are all the logos. You can choose logo based on categories. Okay, you can see them, different logos: abstract, agriculture, animals, architectural, art, all logos related to different aspects of life and discipline. Whatever you want to make, you will find logo that is suitable, including music, law, message, real estate, restaurant, safety, science, logos related to different field, different department, different aspect of life. You will have access to them. Then the last one here, we have the golden ratio logo. Okay, these are one of the best logos you can find. Okay, you have them in different field and categories of life as well, but I always like to put them under all. Okay, or if I want to design specifically for something, so you can pick any logo you desire here. Okay, but today I will teach you how I made my own logo for this channel. Okay, that is the Mind Builder logo. Now you can use the idea, because I'll be teaching you different tools you can use to create your own 3D, simple 3D logo for yourself. Now how am I going to start? Now you can see this head here. This head, you can see, is part of my logo, and this is part of the free one. So I'm using the free logos to teach you in case you do not have opportunity to get the premium. So I'm going to tap on it. So after tapping on it, okay, let it load, so that, yes, you can see it has been created, it has been placed on the platform. Now I can change the color, because this is not the color in my logo. Okay, this is the color palette. The vertical is to change the colors, okay, and the box here is to change the brightness and the thickness of the color. I've explained all of this in previous videos. Go and watch them. Okay, and then let me change it. Yes, I think I used, it was this red, and I shifted to the extreme red. No, I used blue. Yes, I used blue. Yes, this was the blue I used to design it. You can see now. Then you can see these arrows here, these different arrows around here. This arrow here is to increase it horizontally. This is to increase or reduce your logo vertically. So this is to reduce the size, okay, in terms of largeness of the size of the logo we are placing there. So let me just demonstrate for you to see. So I will start by the one by the side. You can see that is, it widens the logo, but I don't need to widen it. Then the vertical one is to stretch it vertically, and this one is to increase the size. I think it's okay like this. I'm okay. Then this one is to rotate your logo or your object or image. Okay, so when I turn it, it rotates it, and I turn it back to its original position. Okay, and this one here is to cancel. When you tap on this, it cancels the image, the text, or whatever automatically. And finally, this one here is to, when you press it, it will bring you options for you. Let me tap it. You can see the option. Do you want to duplicate it? You can duplicate it. You can send back. Okay, you can see all these options: send back, bring forward. You can bring this image to behind the text or behind another image. You can send it forward. You can bring it in front of another image or another text. Okay, these are the things you can use. You can as well delete it or deselect it as well, and do all sort of things. Okay, there. Now that is that. Now the next thing is that I have to circumscribe this. I circle it. I put this in a circle. This human head displaying the brain. I put it in a circle. Now what am I going to do next? I'm going to draw. Can you see this plus button again? Tap on it. Now you're going to see different options. You select draw. Now these options here are up here. These are the tools for drawing. The first one will bring you shapes. Okay, you can select shapes of your desire. If you press the first one, it means you want to draw anything like signature. Okay, you can put a signature. Then you undo with this sign at the top here, arrow, back arrow at the top. You undo. That means you cancel one by one. Then the next one is line. You can draw a straight perfect line, horizontal line. Undo again. This is for box. Okay, undo again. Then I want to put in circle. So I have to edit this portion here for my drawing before I draw. Can you see this will tell me the thickness of the diagram I want to put? Then you set the color first. So the color I used here was red, color red. Okay, pure red for the circle in my logo. So I use pure red. Then you can tap on this pencil, okay, on this pencil to determine the size of your diagram. So I use 10. So I'm going to use the 10 again. And so I will draw my circle. Yes. Tap the background to remove the, yes, to remove the drawing tool. If you don't remove the drawing tool, whatever you do will be a drawing and it will affect. So you have to undo to remove it. You tap your background to select. Okay. Now I've arranged this. Okay. So arrange it perfectly. Okay, now I tap this check button. This check button is to go to the next option, while the arrow button that points back is to go back. So I'm going to tap it. It brings me to the next option. You can see the arrows at the bottom. You can use the arrows. Tap on the arrows until you are able to adjust to your suitable position. Okay, I need to move this forward again, and I think this is too big. I think, yes, it's okay like this. Okay, all right, it's okay like this. All right, I think it's perfect now. So now I can, you can see the 3D here. I can increase it. You can see it's giving it a 3D view. Okay, now the number one option is to tilt it sideways. You can see if you move to the left, it turns round. Isn't that wonderful? Then when you move it to the extreme round, right, it turns round. Then when you bring it to the center, it becomes flat, but still gives it the 3D view. So I'll just tilt it slightly for the 3D view to show. Okay, now you can use the plus and arrow. Any option you have selected here, you can select here. Select number one. You can see it's changing as I'm selecting. So once you select an option, you can use the plus and minus sign to increase or reduce the effect on it. So I want to reduce the effect slightly. Okay, I think this is okay. That's beautiful. Okay, now I'm okay with the circle. Now let me go back to the head. So now you can see when I press this object, I could not select the head. Now I will tell you the function of this object. This bar at the top here, sorry, this object here that looks like a pile of book, they are where you are going to select any objects that have been put together. So when you tap it, you can see it brings you the box. The number one box is for the circle. You can see the circle drawn there. Then the second box is for this head. You can see it has selected the head. So that is how to select objects that have been joined together, because you will not be able to point to them and select them with your finger. So you have to come here and select them one by one. So now what I want to do is that I want to convert this to 3D. Also, you can see the 3D effect showing, yes, the head with the brain is already having a 3D effect. Now let me tilt it slightly. Let me use the arrow. Yes, it has been slightly tilted. I think that's okay. Now you can see our logo is coming to shape gradually. Okay, the next for me is to add the third image. So let me go to the plus button again and then go to logo again. Okay, now I'm still under free logos here, and the reason is because I want to teach you in case you don't have access to the premium version. So now I'm looking for the gears. Yes, this is the gear I use. This is the gear I put in the brain, indicating that something is working. So it's going to load. Yes, the gear has come up. Let me reduce the size. Okay, I think this size is okay. Now I can change the color. Yes, I want something green, because green is a symbol of life, something working, something living. Okay, yes, I think this brightness is okay. Yes, it's okay. You can see our logo is coming to shape gradually. Now I'm okay with the diagram, I'm okay with the drawing. Now let me add text. You can press the plus button to add your text, you can see, or the options here, you can see A plus means add text. You can choose your text, add text from any of these two options. So now I want to add mind builder. Okay, so can you see the bold button? I bolded it, so I add boldness to it. Okay, now after adding boldness, I can increase the text. Then I can select the font. There is a font I use here. The font is not Quicksand, Open Sans. The font is Open Sans. Yes, I used Open Sans as my text. So now I'm going to text wrap it. That means I'm going to curve the text. That is called text wrapping. You are going to wrap your text. You are going to produce your text in form of wrapping. You curve it around. So let's press the check button. Now in this option here, can you see something like a circular text? That is your text wrapping. So you are going to wrap it by moving this up or down. So you can see, moving it towards the right, it wraps it down. Let me move down the text until you are satisfied. So let me use the plus button to adjust it so that I'm going to have a perfect wrapping of the text. Okay, so I'm going to have a perfect wrapping of the text. So let me go to the check button. I want to adjust the 3D first, because if I adjust the 3D later, I will still have to go back to test wrap it. Then let me tilt it a little bit to fit perfectly. Okay, I think this tilting is okay. All right, so let me go back to the options of test wrapping. So to complete, so I think this test wrapping is okay. So let me go to the arrows down here to move it down, so and adjust it perfectly. If it is not okay, you go back to your test wrapping to adjust the wrapping again until you have your perfect and desired, and you adjust again. You can see I'm adjusting until I have a perfect fitting. Yes, you can see this has been perfectly fitted. Though I don't like the color, let me change the color. Okay, this was not the color I use. Yes, I think this color is okay. I can use any color, okay, but let me just use this color. This color is beautiful. Okay, now the next one is to add the next text, Digital Academy. All right, so I'm going to bold in the text. I'm still using the same Open Sans and the same font, okay, and the same text size. So let me go to test wrapping. So let me test wrap again. I'm test wrapping again. So let me adjust it. So you are going to test wrap until you have your perfect fitting, perfect desire of wrapping or curving of the text. Okay, now let me use the arrows to adjust and move. Now before I continue, let me put it in 3D. Okay, I've adjusted it to 3D, and let me tilt it a little bit just to fit in like the others. Okay, now I can now adjust. I can now move up to fit into the circle. You can see this is simply perfect, isn't it? But I don't like the text here. This was not the text, the color I used for the text. So let me go back. I used something gold. Yes, perfect. This good or something. Now you can see the logo is ready. Now it remains the background, because this was not the background I used. I used a wooden background. Now you can go to the internet, enter in your Google and search, okay, your Google search, beautiful backgrounds for your images, for your logo, for your flyer, for your poster, for your YouTube thumbnail. Okay, plain good background that nothing has been written on it. So now I have already downloaded a wooden background that will be suitable for my logo. So I will just go again to this plus button. Okay, we are in the final stage. Okay, now add picture, but I'm not going to add picture. I'm going to select background, add background. Now you can see it has brought me to the background. Now there is this button here. Let me move this up. This plus button, I have circled it, is for you to add background. There are other backgrounds you can use here. Okay, you can select this. I don't like this background. Okay, you can see all these background are moving. I don't like them. Some may be gold, but I don't want to use them. I don't want to use any of them. So I'm going to tap this plus button to add a background I've already downloaded. So I go to the device gallery. Okay, to put the background I have downloaded already. Okay, yes, these are the two wooden background I have downloaded. So let me use this. Okay, it will ask me to crop it because there is a limit to the size you can use. Yes, cropping. So when you crop it, it will add the background. You can see the background has been added. All right, is it not beautiful? The background has been added. This is beautiful. So Mind Builder Digital Academy is ready. But wait, there is one more thing. Just one more thing. Now I want to tell you On this channel, I add value to you. I help you build your skills. We build your mental capacity through digital training. Don't you forget, don't you forget to subscribe so that you can come again next time easily and watch our new videos. Hit the notification bells. The notification bell, and select all notification so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first or one of the first to receive notification. I give values, digital value that will enhance your skills and build your mind for greater productivity. So thank you. Now finally, the last touch. I don't like the way this is in rectangular or square form, so I want to turn it, I want to circumscribe it, or I want to circle crop it. You either call it circle cropping or circumscribing. So how do I do that? I'm going to tap on the background. It gives me options related to the background. Okay, all right, sorry, I've not tapped. Okay, I've just tapped the background. These are options related to the background. So hit the check sign until you get here. Yes, this is where you can circumscribe. Now I want to skip the first option. The second option is that I'm circumscribing, or I'm cutting the edge here. Can you see? The next option, cut it at the other top. The next option, cut it here and putting it to the end. And the last option, I finally circumscribed it. Okay, but if this takes a longer time to achieve, the first option is totally for complete circumscription in one touch. So now I circumscribe it, we have a perfect circle. So this is how to use these two. So the next thing is that I tap on this button here. These three lines at the top, I've circled it. So when you tap it, you're going to see options, draft, save. So I'm going to tap on save. Now you can save as a draft, you can save as a JPEG, you can save as PNG. First, let me save as a draft. You can title it. Okay, let me title it as logo draft. Okay, and then you save. Then the option will still remain. Do you still want to download? Yes, let me download. Once you tap on download, you can name it again, and that is our final step. And let me call it Mind Builder Logo 2, because I have already created one, so there won't be confusion. This is Mind Builder Logo 2. Then you tap on download to download and save it into your phone. If you have derived value from this tutorial, kindly subscribe to this channel. I have a lot of good stuff to teach you, a lot of good stuff like this. Hit the notification bell and don't forget to come back again next time. Thank you for your patience and thank you for watching. See you again next time. Bye bye.